Abraham Traore spent 200 billion CFA franc and bringing in infrastructure machinery. As I can see on the screen there, 200 million billion CFA franc translated to around 350 million US dollars. So he bringing all the see on the screen there, excavators, tractors, tar trucks, bulldozers. Anyway, take a listen to what he says and then we're going to dissect it a little further. Take a listen. Boom. This is the process of revolutionizing our infrastructure that has begun. This is what led to the creation of this initiative. Whether in the West or elsewhere, in small countries that do not have resources, they have paved departmental roads. There is no reason why in Burkina Faso we cannot pave our own roads, especially since we have all the resources on site. That is why we decided to create the initiative, to move very quickly to be able to build our roads, our highways too, and to reach our different cities. Because in what we are currently experiencing, the soldiers, the combatants, and and the ground need roads more than ever. You can ask. The priority currently is the road, and it contributes a lot to the reconquest of the territory. More than 50%, I would say. So to support them, also we need to build a lot of roads to allow them to carry out their missions with audacity, and so that we can therefore support this reconquest. And in addition to that, whether it is our producers, our transporters, our traders, everyone needs paved roads. It is an honor for us, in fact, that we are entrusted with this task at the same time. We know that it's a challenge. It's a challenge in excellency has been. He wants to demonstrate speed, ingenuity, and vigor. So for us, the mission is already all. This material must be deployed quickly as possible to begin road construction for the happiness of our people. So there you have it. Abraham Traore bringing in all his machines to make sure his work can be done. Listen to what he said. Whether it is the Western countries or other countries, they build their own infrastructure. So why can't we, Burkina Faso, do it? We have the engineers, we have the manpower, we have the workforce, we have the resources. So we're going to do this ourselves to initiate a faster pace so we can get our cities ties together so we can have more freedom of movement between traders, farmers, buyers. So this is also will grow the economy because they will have access to paved good roads, and the cities will now intertwine, join the infrastructure so that they can have faster delivery. And that's what keys when it comes down to building any economy. You need to have easy access to whatever you need. So this will also be great for the farmers so they get their produce to the market even at a much faster pace before it's spoiled. So what I want to talk about as well. Listen to what he says. He have the engineer, they have the resources on site to build out the infrastructure, and they're going to also help the army so they can move between cities fast as well. So if you have the resources, now you have the machines, you have the manpower, you have the ingenuity. This is going to make the country develop even at a much faster pace than what he's already been doing. And if you're wondering, how is he getting all this money to be spending on buying all these machines and also building up his army and also building putting in all these factories in the country? Because why? He banned a lot of export of raw material out of his country, and he also banned the imports of certain produce and materials from the West, which means include cloth, threads, food stuff. He banned a lot of those from import coming in this country because Abraham Traore, well, Burkina Faso was one of the largest producers of cotton. One of, not the, but one of. So they are now they are now refining their own cotton, turn it into clothes and into threads so they can make their own clothes. So they're not, their textile industry is now exploding because they're now doing everything home. Same thing with agriculture. He's now exporting rice because he have a rice plant that he's now processing enough. They have so much now they can export. Flour, same thing. Tomato, same thing. They build a factory. They're producing their own sauce, their own paste, their own juice, and their own ketchup. So now he have enough now to he don't need to import all this stuff anymore. His own soap, and now he has his own cement factory, and he also have his own um construction company that builds homes, and also as I'm gonna say, infrastructure, roads and stuff. He has his own factory, so he have his own resources that so everything he putting in place from the past 2 3 years. This man has been in power for roughly 3 years, going on 4 years, since 2002. So 3 years, going on 4 years, and he have done so much in his country than what other countries who's much richer cannot cannot do, and they are more in debt than anything else. Because what? Take the South Africa or the Ghana economy. They are so huge, and Nigeria, but yet they have so much in debt. The whole IMF, the World Bank. While I'm sure he does not have no money for the IMF or the World Bank. He doesn't accept aid. But while these other countries who are much richer is doing these things. I'll give an example. When the French was running Niger, they was buying uranium from Niger at 80 cents per kilo. 80 cents per kilo. While when they take the uranium and they bring it to other countries to sell, do you know how much the French charge per kilo for 1 kilo of uranium? 200 euros. From 80 cents to 200. So the drastic um what's the word I'm looking for? Anyway, you see the big difference between 80 cents per kilo to 200. Hence the reason why when they got put out and they lose that, they were so hurting because they're losing. Now they are you losing, not Niger. France is now losing billions. I think they were losing like 100. I don't want to be misquote, I'll be wrong. I think just on the uranium alone, they was losing a little over a billion per year from just the uranium alone. Not to mention the other gold and the iron and all these other ores. Just from one material, they already lost $1 billion annually going into the economy. France, I'm talking. So now Niger is taking now Niger saying, you know what? We're gonna take our own uranium. We're gonna sell it at market value at 200 per kilo. So if you want it, you have to pay the market value. So hence the reason why that's what happened. So Abraham Traore is the same thing. The gold when he took back he took two gold mines from multinational groups, and now he built his own gold refinery. Now he's refining his own gold, which means all the money sitting in the country. He have his own waste management plan that also manage all the waste from all the factories that he has, so that they can reuse that as well. So he's attack it from every angle. He's also make sure he build homes for his people, so that that's one of the reasons why he's so loved. And he gave his farmers free machines to use for at least for the first 2 years, and then after they start to pay tax. So for 2 years, they don't have to worry about paying no tax or nothing to the government, because he want to make sure they are food self-reliant. That means they want to build it up for before they start to tax it, so they don't kill the poor man when it comes down to small farmers. So hence he's on the same thing now with the road infrastructure by bringing in these machines. So again, another great move by IBM Theory. So what do you think about this? You like it, dislike it? Let me know what you think about this in the comment section. Boom.